Were you wondering what happened to Task Force Admiral? Well, I'm here to tell you that development on it is still underway. The dev team sent me access to a playable demo, so let's have a look, shall we? Now keep in mind, this is not a finished product, it's not even beta yet, it's a work in progress. But this will give us a flavor of what the game's starting to look like. Wendy, give us the big picture.
Task Force Admiral is a single-player experience centered on the command of an early Pacific War U.S. Navy carrier task force. As the overall commander, you are in charge of seeking the destruction of the enemy naval forces and preventing your opponent, the Japanese Navy, from accomplishing its objectives. To achieve your aims, you have at your disposal carrier air groups and the task forces that support them. The game is developed by Dry Dock Dreams Games and published by Microprose Software.
Alright, that sounds pretty good. So we've got our strategic map that shows all our different groups, the aircraft, the ships. Now we can zoom in a little closer. And of course we get down to the individual unit view. I'm wondering if this game is going to be turn-based or real-time. Wendy, what can you tell me?
While TFA will be a real-time game, the devs feel it is the most appropriate timescale for this war game simulation.
Alright, that makes sense. And looks pretty good too. Looks like we're right on the cusp of an engagement. My understanding is the game initially will be playable from the US side, but is that only the US side?
According to the dev team, multiplayer and the Japanese side will be top priority if Task Force Admiral is successful enough to support a sequel.
Wendy, is the campaign scripted or dynamic?
They have plans for a campaign system for Volume 2, but right now are focused on the core mechanics of the game and getting the historical scenarios right.
This appears to be an early version of their unit viewer. It's labeled Skin Viewer, but that sounds kind of sketchy. Looks like they have some really nice models here. Airplane and ship models, that is. This section is labeled Kate AI Demo, so I suppose what that means, we'll see how the planes handle combat. There's a reading group. Okay, look out. I see the enemy ahead. The range is decreasing and I see AA fire. Okay, they made a sharp right turn. They're going to attack the ship lengthwise. Okay, look, he dropped his torpedoes. 3 of them, or 4 of them. Yeah, there are torpedoes coming from both sides now. I don't think he's going to be able to avoid all of them. There's a hit. Boy, that guy's good. He missed everything, missed him, but that one torpedo. Hopefully that'll slow them up enough we can follow up with another attack. Alright, so there you go. I think this demo shows quite a bit of promise. What do you think, Wendy?
Overall, the game shows a lot of passion and promise. Task Force Admiral is coded by a single man, Jean-Baptiste, who is fully committed to it full-time. He has been assisted throughout his work by a producer, Admiral, an illustrator, Julien, and a 3D artist, Rizki, all of whom have been trying to accommodate their involvement with their other real-life obligations and jobs. Neil?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Wendy.
Shout out to Nikki McBee, Toad Admiral, and Fernando.